I would like to call the Springfield Economic Development Agency meeting for September 8th, 2025 to order with roll call, please.
Board Member Van Gordon. Present. Board Member Weber.
Here.
Board Member Moe.
Here.
Vice Chair Radley.
Here.
Board Member Blackwell.
Here.
Board Member Stout.
Here.
And Board Member Lovell.
Yes.
Thank you. There is one time designated for public testimony this evening under business from the audience. If you are attending in person, please complete the request to speak card located at the front of the council chambers and turn them into the city recorder. If you are joining us online with a tablet, smartphone, or computer and wish to speak either of those times, and by either, I mean once, please use the raise hand feature in Zoom. The order of public testimony will be as follows. First, anyone in person in the council chambers, and then second, anyone who has raised their virtual hand online. All right, first item, please.
First item is the consent calendar.
I move to approve the consent calendar.
Second.
Could we call the vote, please?
Yes. Board Member Van Gordon. Yes. Board Member Weber.
Yes.
Board Member Moe.
Yes.
Vice Chair Radley.
Yes.
Board Member Blackwell.
Yes.
Board Member Stout.
Yes.
Board Member Lovell.
Yes.
And I believe now is time for business from the audience. I do not have any cards. Do we
We have
have?
no hands raised for this item.
All right, then we are moving on. And I think we're moving on to new business.
Item number 1 is the SEDA chair vacancy. Ally Camp has this item.
Good evening, SEDA board. Welcome back. Good to see you all. The SEDA board has a vacancy in its current chair position. The board's bylaws state that upon vacancy of a position, a successor shall be elected at the next regular meeting, which is today. For the remainder of the unexpired term of office, we annually elect leadership positions for SEDA, so this vacancy will be to fill from this meeting forward until January, the first meeting in January, whenever we elect new leadership. Currently, Board Member Rodley is serving as temporary chair and was elected as vice chair, and Board Member Blackwell is serving as vice chair and is elected as secretary. Should your nominations leave a new vacancy, that position will need to be filled today if there's any shuffling. The board can nominate a slate of candidates and make one motion if we end up having more than one seat that needs to be filled.
Are there any questions or comments for Ally? All right, then I will open the floor for any motions. Board Member Van Gordon.
I will put it in the form of a motion in a second, but I think it would be appropriate if Board Member Rodley filled that role as chair, and then Board Member Blackwell was vice chair, and then we put Board Member Stout as secretary for his minute-taking ability.
I'd second that.
All right, it has been moved and seconded to have myself as chair, Board Member Blackwell as vice chair, and Board Member Stout as secretary. Is there any discussion to this motion?
I just want to say you took my part. Did I take your part? I'm just kidding. I rehearsed it.
Do you want to say it again? Go ahead.
I'm just kidding.
You want to call for the vote? Let the minutes reflect. Oh, that I stomped all over Board Member Blackwell's part.
We're not going to make it.
All right, then do you want to call the vote? I'll call the vote. Let's call for the vote.
Yes. Board Member Van Gordon.
Yes.
Board Member Weber.
Yes.
Board Member Moe.
Yes.
Vice Chair Radley.
Yes.
Board Member Blackwell.
Yes.
Board Member Stout.
Yes.
Board Member Lovell.
Yes.
Thank you. We will do better as we get into a groove. All right, old business. I believe this is Ally as well.
Thank you, SEDA Board Chair Rodley. I have a couple items that came to fruition over the summer that I just wanted to share with you as we start on into the fall. Those items are detailed in your AIS, and I'll just briefly touch on each of them. We successfully closed on 4095 Franklin Boulevard, which was the former site of Tom's Tapper Tavern. You all gave that direction to proceed with the sale right before summer. That property is now in new ownership. Additionally, over the summer, 3 more land use applications were submitted for the Glenwood Master Plan area. These land use applications seek to increase the flexibility of the commercial zone and of the residential zone for the development area. A reminder, the first land use application that this area went through was annexation, which occurred in May. The next application that the master plan area will go through is something called a preliminary master plan. That moves us closer to the concept that you all revisited in meetings past. The preliminary master plan application step does include a neighborhood meeting. And then finally, in July, Economic Development welcomed a new employee, Sienna Fitzpatrick. Sienna is not here today, but they will be in future attendance at SEDA meetings. They are primarily funded with urban renewal funds, so they'll be assisting with project delivery for downtown and Glenwood projects. And they're a UO grad. Very glad to have them on board.
Are there any questions or comments for Ally? I do have a question, just to get it sort of out in the public. Can you talk a little bit about what the outreach process is for those community meetings when you do them? Thank you.
There is one meeting required as a function of our preliminary master plan land use application. That community meeting is our opportunity to show the concept to the community. We intend to have an in-person meeting for folks to come and ask questions of staff and the master planning team, and close to the master plan area.
Great. And my follow-up is, how do we let people in the neighborhood know about those meetings?
There is a required notice around like a certain feet boundary around the project site. In addition, we can do additional advertising through social media, should folks want. I think that is a 300-foot notice, which won't include all of Glenwood.
Board Member Van Gordon?
I would be open to sending it to a broader, more than 300 feet. And I don't know if the staff can look at that. I don't know how many parcels that would hit, but I know that 300 feet is not that big given the size of that area.
Anyone else have thoughts or comments? Okay, do you need anything else from us on that?
I'm all set. Thank you.
All right, then this meeting is adjourned.